You want to know how to make this stunning nail set? Well, I'm about to show you. But first, we need to know what we need for this stunning set. 2 flat cat eye magnets, 20mm liner brush, base coat, glossy top coat, silver cat eye gel polish, neon orange jelly gel polish, neon green jelly polish, neon teal jelly polish, neon blue jelly polish, neon magenta jelly polish, neon pink jelly polish, and this is optional, but white for a base coat, ombre sponges. And if you're doing this on natural nails, be sure to start with base coat. So we are going to get right into it, and as I said, this is optional, but since I am doing this on a false nail, I'm going to do just one layer of white so that the colors can kind of shine through more and I just have an even surface to start on with all the rest of my colors. Again, you don't really need to do this if it's on natural nails, because if you're using all of the same colors as I am, they are all so vibrant and beautiful that they shine beautifully on natural nails, and you do not need a white base coat if you're doing it on natural nails. But again, it's optional, whatever you want to do. So once that's cured, we're going to go into our silver cat eye, and we're going to just cover the whole nail with this and not cure it, because we then want to go in with our magnet before curing it. And also, just as a tip, if you are doing it on natural nails, this honestly is the perfect base, aside from base coat, to do the summer slushy design on top. Because when you use the magnet on this cat eye, it doesn't get rid of the silver. It actually creates a beautiful silver base that is like a solid color almost, but it's just absolutely perfect for putting your jelly design on top, because it is almost like another solid base color. I just didn't want it sheer, so that's why I did a white base coat. But if you do want it sheer, just go with the cat eye after you do your base coat. So now we're going to grab our 2 cat eye magnets, not me getting my glove stuck in between them and having to rip it out. But anyways, we're going to move on, and we're going to kind of hold both of our magnets at an angle to create this really pretty like diagonal striped design with our cat eye. I mean, look at how pretty that is, and it's going to look stunning when the jelly colors are over top of it. I mean, it's absolutely mesmerizing. Now, this is definitely a hack if you don't have blooming gel, which, spoiler alert, I don't currently, but I will be getting that soon. But anyways, you can use actually base coat, and it doesn't work as good as blooming gel, but it works good enough as a liquid base to put designs on top of, and they kind of spread out and blend together. So that's what we're doing. We're going to do this and not cure it so that we can go straight into our jelly colors and put our design on top so that it's more fluid, and which we're going to do with our liner brush. And I'm starting with the orange just because I kind of feel like starting with that. You honestly can start with any of the colors, but as you can see here with our liner brush, we're just going to start this kind of zigzag design that we can transform into a marble color. And as it sits there longer, the more it will spread out with the base coat and start blending out more, and even more so when we add more colors. So we're just going to keep doing this, and you know, honestly, just eyeball it. That's kind of what I did, where I feel like orange should go, and I did that with all the other colors as well. And now I'm going to go in with the green jelly color, and go in, of course, each time with a clean liner brush, just so you can really focus on working that color in instead of mixing the colors right now. And again, just kind of eyeball where you want these colors to go. Honestly, these are kind of giving me like sour gummy worm vibes right now, just because of how vibrant these jellies are and these specific colors put next to each other, which I honestly love. I feel like I could eat these nails if they were edible. Not me losing my breath there, but we're gonna ignore that and go right into our teal jelly color. And again, with our clean liner brush, we are gonna, as with all the others, just get a good little amount on there, a nice little dot to start with, so that we can have some room to work with. And honestly, I love this teal jelly color. It's definitely giving Bahama vibes, and I am here for it, and I love it. So we're gonna add this kind of evenly throughout the nail. I kind of wanted it next to the orange just because it's a contrast, yet these colors work so well together. And once done with that, we're gonna go into our blue jelly color now, and I honestly felt this was so great next to the green, so I'm gonna just kind of add that throughout the nail where I feel like it works best. And then we're gonna go in now to our magenta gel color, again with our clean liner brush, and just basically start filling in those leftover spaces where we can see the silver cat eye coming through, just because I personally wanted just the jelly colors for this nail set, but I wanted the cat eye effect underneath it. But if you guys like the silver kind of coming through, then you can definitely keep that if you like that. And we are going to finish with our neon pink jelly color, and I honestly think that this color really ties in the nail, like, well, pulls it all together really nicely because it's so much brighter than all the colors. It's definitely like a focus point, but it kind of makes all the other colors shine more because you can really see them individually, which I love. But we're just gonna kind of start mixing them a little bit, streaking it here and there so that we can have a nice marble effect in the end. And now we're gonna cure for 60 seconds. And then to top it off, we are going to go into our glossy top coat. Top coat is really the best because it just makes the nail smooth, especially if you have a design. But I feel like it really pulls it together, and that not only does it protect your nail, but it really makes your designs shine through, and you can really see the detail of your work also. So we're just going to coat the whole nail in the top coat nice and evenly and smooth, and then cure it for 60 seconds. And look at how gorgeous she is. Oh my gosh, and that cat eye, I love it so much. I'm obsessed. And for this nail set, I do this design on the thumb, middle finger, and pinky, but I will show you guys now what I did on the pointer finger and ring finger. And we're gonna start with the pointer finger, grabbing our ombre brush and our liner brush, and I'm gonna do just kind of like an ombre moment with my blue, teal, and green jelly colors. And I'm gonna put the blue jelly color at the base of the nail and just start by mapping out where I want it to go. Then I'm going to use my ombre sponge and just really work it in to create that ombre effect and blend that in. You can also use your liner brush to help out, which I will show later that I do and how it works. And then cure for 60 seconds. And now we're going to map out the teal jelly color just where we want it and put it down the nail towards the tip as much as you would like, since this is the center color for our nail. Now I'm going to use my liner brush to drag it up into the blue, and then I'm going to sponge out those lines so that it creates that nice gradient, and then cure for 60 seconds. Lastly, we're going to go into our green for the tip of the nail, and I really like this color. It definitely gives me like a green peacock color, which I love. And so yeah, we're just going to coat the tip of the nail as much as we would like, pulling it up into the turquoise a little bit so that we have a nice starter, so that we can go in then with our liner brush, pull it up more into the turquoise so that we can blend it with our sponge here, and then cure for 60 seconds. And now we are going to take our glossy top coat and seal it in and create a nice smooth surface for this beautiful ombre nail, making sure to cover the nail nice and evenly, and then cure for 60 seconds. And now we're going to do our ring finger and go in with our orange, magenta, and pink for the ombre. And I'm going to start by going in with the magenta color as the base of the nail. And again, just like we did with the pointer nail, I'm going to just map out where I want it, and then we can start the ombre process, excuse my stutter, with the other colors. And here I'm going to show you a different kind of way that you can do the ombre with just the liner brush if you wish. And so without curing it, We are then going to go into our orange color. Don't ask why I wanted the orange in the middle. I just kind of did. I wanted that contrast. And we are going to add it very closely to our magenta color and then kind of drag it down. And again, not curing it, but we're going to add it so that we can start blending it and making that ombre effect while all of the colors are wet, unlike the pointer nail that we did earlier. And we are going to go into our neon pink and add that as the tip of the nail color. And again, just get it really nice and close to that orange so that we can kind of melt them together easily with our liner brush, which we are going to start doing. And it might take some tweaking. I am definitely a perfectionist and definitely particular and anal about doing my ombre very nicely, so it can take a while depending on the method you're using. Especially if you're just using the liner brush, it can take some blending. But again, I just wanted to show two different ways of doing the ombre so you guys can kind of find what method works best for you. And again, we're just going to drag the orange up into the magenta and then vice versa. And then we are going to just start mixing the neon pink and orange together as well by dragging the orange down into the pink like we did above, and then flipping it around and doing the same. And then this is a really crucial point of how you can also blend it as well this way. And then we're going to cure for 60 seconds. And then we're going to go in with our top coat to get that beautiful finish and smooth look for this beautiful nail. And then we're going to cure it for 60 seconds. And that is literally our beautiful and stunning set. I mean, look at that cat eye through the beautiful jelly colors. It is a stunning summer set. I am absolutely obsessed with it. So please, guys, try this set out. Tag me when you do it because I want to see how you guys do it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.